Most people see a shadow and run. Leo saw a shadow and offered a hand. This changed everything.
Hello, we on TiTiPlayland. Hello, we on TiTiPlayland.
The magic lamp of the moon garden.
Did you know that a single act of kindness can save an entire magical world? I'm Leo, and my life changed forever when a glowing moon fairy named Luna flew into my room. Our home, the moon garden, is losing its magic. The flowers are turning gray, and the stars are fading away. Join us on a dreamy adventure as we cross rivers of floating bubbles and face the mysterious shadow giant to find the ancient golden lamp. It's a lamp that only glows when touched by a heart full of goodness. Get ready, because you're about to discover that the greatest magic of all is hidden right inside you.
Once upon a time, in a small village near the mountains, lived a little boy named Leo. Leo was a very kind boy, but he was also very lonely. He spent his days looking at the stars and dreaming of magic. One night, while Leo was sitting by his window, a bright silver light flew into his room. It was not a star. It was a tiny, glowing girl with wings made of silk. "Hello, Leo," she whispered. Her voice sounded like bells. "I am Luna, the keeper of the moon garden. I need your help." Leo's eyes went wide. "Magic is real?" he asked. "Very real," Luna smiled. "But the magic in my garden is fading because people have forgotten how to dream. Will you come with me?" Leo took Luna's tiny hand, and suddenly the room disappeared. The land of floating dreams.
Wow!
They arrived in a place where the grass was purple and the trees were made of blue glass. In the sky, there were 2 moons, one pink and one gold. "Wow!" shouted Leo. "This is beautiful." "It is beautiful," Luna sighed. "But look at the flowers." Leo looked down. The flowers were gray and drooping. They were losing their light. "To save the garden," Luna explained, "we must find the golden lamp of kindness. It is hidden at the top of the crystal hill. Only someone with a pure heart can touch it." The journey began. Leo and Luna started walking. As they walked, the ground felt like soft marshmallows. "Why me?" asked Leo. "I'm just a normal boy." "Being normal is fine, but being kind is special. You once gave your only apple to a hungry dog. You once helped an old man carry his wood. That is the magic we need." Suddenly, they reached a river. But the river was not made of water. It was made of colorful bubbles. "We must cross," Luna said. "But if you think a mean thought, the bubbles will pop." Leo took a deep breath. He thought about his mother's hug. He thought about the smell of cookies. He thought about making new friends. He stepped onto the bubbles. They stayed strong and bouncy. He held Luna's hand and they floated across the river like they were dancing on air. The shadow giant. At the bottom of the crystal hill, a large shadow blocked their path. It didn't have a face, but it felt very cold. "I am the shadow of doubt," the giant boomed. "You cannot pass. You are too small." Luna was scared and hid behind Leo. Leo felt his heart beating fast. But then he remembered what his mother always told him. Kindness is stronger than fear. Leo didn't fight the shadow. Instead, he stepped forward and said, "Mr. Shadow, you look very lonely. Would you like a friend?" The shadow froze. No one had ever been nice to it before. Slowly, the shadow began to shrink. It turned from a dark cloud into a small, fuzzy puppy made of smoke. It wagged its tail and moved aside. "See?" Luna cheered. "Your heart is the key." The golden lamp. They climbed the crystal hill. At the very top, sitting on a stone made of diamonds, was a small golden lamp. It wasn't glowing. It looked old and dusty.
Wow.
"Pick it up, Leo," whispered Luna. Leo reached out. The moment his fingers touched the gold, a massive explosion of light filled the sky. The lamp didn't need oil. It needed a spark of goodness. The light flew out of the lamp and hit the gray flowers. Suddenly, the flowers turned bright red, yellow, and blue. The trees began to sing. Even the wind smelled like strawberries. "You did it!" Luna cried, spinning in the air. "The moon garden is alive again!" Luna flew around Leo, leaving a trail of glitter. "It is time for you to go back, Leo," she said softly. "But remember, the magic is not just in this garden. It is inside you. Every time you are kind, you light a lamp in the real world." Leo blinked, and suddenly he was back in his bed. The sun was starting to rise. Was it a dream? He looked at his nightstand. There, sitting next to his bed, was a small, glowing silver feather. He smiled. He knew what he had to do. Leo went downstairs and helped his mother with breakfast. He waved at his neighbor. He shared his toys. And every time he did, he felt a little bit of that moon garden magic glowing in his chest. Moral of the story: kindness is the greatest magic of all. A small act of love can light up the darkest world.